In order to make sure that it is indeed working, let us go to do some update. Let me do update on this election. I will set ADC equals to 13 where this ID is 2. It works. And let me run this one. So we are expecting to see that ADC has been updated. But let me check what happened during the last query. Okay, we are still using that safe mode, whatever. So if you remember, we had that issue the other time, so we had to go to edit. Same as the preferences. Kenan sai mu editor, query editor. Safe mode. Na zuwa ɗan tsaya, ai akwai bayanin yau SQL editor and reconnect. So let us go to edit, preferences, then we will go to SQL editor. Actually, save update. So let me click OK. So same here reconnecting. So let me close this from here and then let me reconnect it again. And let me run the update again. Use election. Okay, it's not the one being used. And then let me do update again. Okay, so now the update is okay, and then let me go ahead and run this one again. So you see now we have 13 belonging to ADC Abasa. Okay, so let us do a couple more and see what we can come up with. Where the ID is 1, let's say we have 10. Okay, and where the ID is, let's say 100, we have 50. Let me execute. So I believe all the execution are going on well, as you can see. And let me do, so now let me go to something like 500 and do 60. So which means it does not, now we would expect to have 60 for ADC. Okay? So let me run that. And now let me run this query. So before I run the query, let us predict our result. For Basa ADC, we'll have 13 plus 10 plus 100. Yawa. And then Kuma just not will have 60. So if we get something like this, then it means we are good. Okay, 15 equal 13 plus 10 plus 50. Say more than 60. So you see, which means this query is going on very well. Alright. So apart from that, what do we also need to do? I think that should be all for this one. So now this very query is what we will use in our backend server. Okay, za mu yi amfani da wannan query a back end server din. So I will steal this code, zan yi modifying shi a little bit in the back end server din. So let me simply say Ctrl C, copy that, and then I will go ahead and open my VS Code. Alright, so the endpoint din namu ne da muka creating here for get all RS. Okay, no, we remove it. So this is what I will do. Let me simply duplicate this. I have selected everything. Do Shift Alt down arrow key, and I will create an endpoint which will say /API/ let's say result /LG. Okay, so /API/result/LG. When we get to this endpoint, we do not require to have this, and what we want to have is going to be saved inside here. So let me do Ctrl V. Okay, so now that I have done Ctrl V, you can see what I have. Okay, all those codes, they have come right up here. Okay, so what I will do is, instead of using double quote here, let me use a backtick. JavaScript using backtick can allow you to break your query into multiple lines. So where is the end of it? Here is the end of it. So let me end the backtick, and let me properly format what I have here, like so. Okay, so we do not want to have this ID. Okay, and we have everything accordingly as it should be. All right, so now let us take a closer look at how we have created this query, and I don't see any errors whatsoever. So let me go ahead and save that, and then I would start the server, cd server, then npm start. Our development server has started, and then let me go to, okay, it is running for that, and I will go ahead and run it on my Google Chrome. Column 8000 /API/results/LG. Is it results or result? Sometimes I get confused like that. Let me confirm it is result. So let me just do result empty, and let me press enter. So you see now our query has run successfully. You see that? You can also change it into row. So you can see you have two records, one belonging to Basa and the other one belonging to just North. All right, so we have this in place. So which means now we can create another endpoint. We can create another endpoint /API/result/LG/ID of a particular LG. That is going to be super easy. Okay, what we can do is this very endpoint. Let us duplicate it. Shift Alt down arrow key. We have the duplicate. Now, get all results by LGs. Okay, so this one is going to be get results of LG by ID. So here we can do then ID. We specify the ID. Okay, so here we pick the ID, which is going to be equals to za mu yi amfani da params ko that is body params, kamar inda muka yi amfani da shi ana request params ID. So request dot params dot ID. Okay, so we have that one in place, and here we will say from whatever we have here, where. So what are we actually picking? We are actually picking e.lg id is equals to question mark, just like that. Okay, so here we pass in the parameter, which is going to be our question mark. Oh, sorry, which is going to be the ID right here. Okay, so now let us save that, and then let us go ahead and say /id /lg/1. So we get basa, and if we do /lg/2, we get just not. Okay, so now we want to extend this to the next level. We want to say idan mun ka ce /2/rs, we want to see all the rs, all the results of the RA belonging to so local government, as to say 2. Yawa, so yanzu ina son ku dinga gaya mun cewa ikaza. But let me stop our video. At least dai mun kai gaba da muke son mu kai a wannan video din, so that it shouldn't be too lengthy ko.